Hello, hello. Last month, we took a look at some of the absurd ideologies that are coming out of the social justice movement. We learned that Antifa actually has a militia, and while I didn't actually mention it in my review of Woke Inc., author Vivek Ramaswamy covers in one of his chapters how a Facebook exec, he says which one in the book, but I don't remember the name, at one point floated the idea of actually creating a Facebook militia, like an actual militia, not just fact checkers. So it's alarming that corporate America is already thinking of ways to physically take over the country. On my review of Woke Inc., one commenter said basically that I should read Marx to understand just how evil capitalism is. No thanks, I've read Marx. I read him in college, it was required reading, and it is not one of the books that I plan to revisit for this channel. But I will explore what happens when Marxist ideology is followed to its absolute end conclusion. And it's funny because the commenter was one of the ones who said, well, to see socialism done right, read Marx. Well, socialism has been done right, because what happens is always what happens with socialism. So this month, let's take a look at what happens if we all remain complacently silent and continue to let the Antifa narrative run amok unchallenged, all right? This month's books are Beria, Stalin's First Lieutenant by Amy Knight. Moving on to The Claws of the Dragon, Kang, the evil genius behind Mao and his legacy of terror in People's China by John Byron and Robert Pack. And we're going to read The Pol Pot Regime, Race, Power, and Genocide in Cambodia under the Khmer Rouge between 1975 and 1979 by Ben Kiernan. And then, because I'm seriously going to need a break after all of that, we're going to lighten it up a bit with Theodore Roosevelt by Henry F. Pringle. Remember, guys, the woke say that silence is violence, but what they mean by that is if you don't agree with us, you'd better stay silent or we will do violence on you. And as we're going to learn this month, violence is their plan anyways. So silence is violence, in that if you remain silent, you will be silently led to your violent death at the hands of zealot activists. Wish me luck. I'm not sure there's enough alcohol on the planet to get me through this next month.